are listening to
Every day.
Listen to Vaughan Radio.
You're listening to Vaughan Radio.
Tune in every day.
Vaughan Radio.
Speaking with Confidence with Ale.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Speaking with Confidence. I'm Ale and good morning, Dan.
Good morning.
How are you today?
I'm feeling well. And you?
I'm doing good. Did you have a good night's sleep?
Yes.
Did you have dinner before you went to sleep?
Yes.
Do you remember what?
Hot dog.
A hot dog?
Yes.
All right.
I remember.
You remembered, yeah.
What did you have for dinner last night?
Scrambled eggs and tomatoes and avocado. Do you know what we call our avocado in my country?
Palta, maybe?
Yes. How did you know?
Because of the internet. No. No other reason.
No other reason, internet, yes. And what did you have for breakfast this morning? Or you didn't have breakfast yet?
I had a yogurt.
A yogurt?
Yes.
That's it?
Yes.
Is that enough for you in the morning?
Yes.
Wow. I wish I could be like you. In the morning, I am hungry. And I always get a good piece of bread. So let me ask you a question. Dan, do you remember school? High school?
Yes, more or less. Yes.
More or less. Do you remember when you studied your degree?
Yes.
Which place do you remember more?
I will say high school, maybe.
High school?
Yes.
Okay. And why would you say you remember high school? Or what do you remember about high school?
I remember my classmates and teachers.
Your classmates and teachers?
Yes.
Okay. Did you have a good time?
Yes.
You did? I mean, despite you had to study a lot and prepare for exams and all the homework you had to do.
Yes, but no one remembers when they were studying. They just remember the good times. So.
Yes, exactly. That's right. You remember the good times. Yeah. All right. Well, the reason I'm asking you about this is because today we are going to talk about places. And the best way to learn about places is to connect them with memories, I think, right? Because when we talk about places, again, it's not just any place that you talk about, right? And today, we're not going to talk about just random places or buildings. We're going to talk about places that meant something for us or meant something to us. For instance, school, right? That meant something to you. That meant something to me, to everyone, somehow. And university as well. I remember university pretty well. Even a hospital can bring memories, right? Church can also be an important place for somebody. What else is important? Work. Do you think work can be considered a place to be remembered?
Yes.
It always is, right? We spend most of our day at work, right? Not at home, not at any other place, but at work. And well, anyway, any other places that we don't only visit, right? Places where something important happened or happens. So, what do you say? What do you think?
I don't know, because those places that you said mostly summarized everything.
Yeah. Yes, I think, when you think about it, school, as you said, it's not just, studies and studying or homework. Really, nobody remembers anything about that. So, and it's not just a place with walls and doors and desks, right? It's a place where you learn, not just learn about, general knowledge, but you learn to make friends, you learn to solve problems, you grow in school, and you learn to be someone, or you become someone with everything that happens in school and also university. So it's not just any place, right? The same thing with the church. As I was saying before, it could be something really important for someone, you know, because that's where they find peace. That's where you find many things, something completely meaningful in life, right? Faith, hope. What else can you find in church? Reflection, prayer. So it is something important to people. And that's exactly where English becomes interesting, because when we talk about a place, we use a small word, and this is the. T-H-E. The or the also sometimes, right? And sometimes we use that word to describe a place, to talk about it, the school or the church. But sometimes we don't, and we just say school and church. So that's what we're going to learn today. We're going to learn how to use the article with these places, and we're going to take advantage of this idea and sort of like remember a little bit about how important these places are to us. Okay? All right. Because it's not just about the purpose of the place, right? Or the other way around. It's not just the building itself. It's the purpose of the place and the purpose it played, or the role it played in our lives. So I think that's something interesting to talk about. So that's what we're going to do. All right. So what do you say, Dan? Should we get started?
Yes.
All right. So let's begin today's lesson. And before we go deeper into the grammar, let's prepare the language around this topic. And we are going to look at some words. 8 useful words that will help us describe what we were just saying earlier. All right, so the first word today is purpose. Purpose, and this is a noun. And purpose means the reason why something exists or is done. The reason why something exists or is done. Purpose. And this would be in Spanish?
Propósito.
Yes. So we can say, for example, the purpose of this room is to give students a quiet place to study. The purpose of this room is to give students a quiet place to study. Purpose, the reason why something is done or the reason for its existence. All right, next word is building. Building. And building, also a noun, and a building is a place with wall rooms and a roof, right? And this is what in Spanish?
Edificio.
Yes. So yesterday we talked about countable and uncountable nouns. Is a building accountable or uncountable, would you say?
I would say it's countable.
Yes. What about purpose?
Uncountable.
Is it?
I almost say so bad.
I'm trying to think. A purpose. One purpose. Two purpose. All right. Next. I think it's uncountable. The purpose. Yes, because it's an abstract idea, purpose. So it's not a countable noun. All right. Next one. How can we use building in a sentence? That old building is now a modern language center. That old building is now a modern language center. All right. Next. Roll is the next word. Roll. And this is a noun. And would you say this is countable or uncountable?
Role.
Yes.
I would say uncountable.
Uncountable?
Yes.
Well, yeah, let's see. Let's think about that. Role is the function or the position someone has in a situation, right? This could be work or anything else that implies la participación, someone's participation in. So role in Spanish would be what?
Rol, papel.
Sí, o función, ¿no? So a person can have more than one role. Can a person have more than one role?
I guess so, yes.
Yeah, so you could have 2 roles in this company, could you not?
Then it's countable.
I think so. Yes. If any mistakes are done, are happening right now, we will correct those later. All right. Anyway, so what can we say? How can we use this? Her role in the meeting was to become. Sorry, let me say that again. Her role in the meeting was to welcome the new families. Her role in the meeting was to welcome the new families. All right. Next word today is visitor. Visitor. And this is also a noun. And a visitor is someone who goes to see a person or a place. A visitor. And this in Spanish would be?
Visita, visitante.
Yes. And would you say this is countable or uncountable?
Countable.
Yes. Yes. All right. So every visitor must sign their name at reception. Every visitor must sign their name at reception. Okay. Next word is patient. And this is also a noun, and a patient in this context is someone who receives medical care. Someone who receives medical care. And that in Spanish is?
Paciente.
Yes. So the patient waited calmly while the nurse checked the form. The patient waited calmly while the nurse checked the form. All right, so that is patient. And our next word is service. Service. And this is a noun, and listen to this description, is a formal religious ceremony, or yes, that is offered. So this would be in Spanish?
Servicio.
Yes. What's another word for this in Spanish? When you go to church, you listen to la misa?
Misa, yes.
Misa, yeah. Could be, no? All right, so the morning service started with music and a short reading. The morning service started with music and a short reading. Service. All right. And our next word is institution. And this is also a noun. And an institution is an important organization, especially one connected to education, health, society. Any public institution can be well, it is an institution. All right. In Spanish, this is?
Institución.
Yeah. So a university is an institution where people study, people do research, and prepare for the future. All right. Institution. And a final word today is setting. Setting. And a setting is a place or situation where something happens. The place or situation where something happens. So setting would be
Localización, maybe.
Entorno, quizás. Entorno, sí. So a classroom can be a serious setting, but it can also be creative and fun. All right, so let's go through the list again, and let me say these words one more time. And if you're listening, you can say these words out loud. So the first word is purpose. Purpose. Building. Role. Visitor. Patient. Service. Institution. And setting. So, you ready, Dan?
Yes.
All right. So let's begin with the first one. Visitante.
Visitor.
Finalidad.
Purpose. Purpose.
Purpose.
Purpose.
Yes. Papel.
Role.
Paciente.
Patient.
Servicio.
Service.
Institución.
Institution.
Entorno.
Setting.
Propósito.
Purpose.
Función.
Role.
Okay, that's it. All right. Yes. All right. So we got our 8 words. And any favorite word today?
Maybe patient.
Patient.
Yes.
Okay, why? Have you ever been a patient in a hospital?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Do you remember why?
Well, there are many.
No, but
reasons.
like an inpatient, like you were admitted in a hospital and you stayed for days.
No.
Never.
I don't think so, no.
No, you've never
I've
like...
been lucky.
Yes, you've been very lucky. All right, yeah. Okay, but you've gone to the hospital for, regular doctor checkups. Yes, okay. All right. And your least favorite word?
Maybe institution.
Why? What does it come to mind when you say institution, when you think about an institution?
Many paperwork and things like that.
A lot of paperwork, yes. Yes. Yes, I really dislike that institution. Yep. Well, public institutions are a lot like that, right? A lot of paperwork. How do you say that in Spanish?
Papeleo.
Papeleo, burocracia, no?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Okay, let's work with our words and check the definitions. You ready?
Yes.
Okay, remember that we're thinking about places, but we're also thinking about the purpose and the role and the setting. So those are important words to remember because it's what we will use to describe these places based on the purpose, its role, and also the setting. All right, listen to the definition and guess the word. The first one is super easy. A person who receives medical care. A person who receives medical care. And what is this word?
That's a patient.
Can you spell that?
Patient.
You missed by one letter.
Pacient.
Well, in English, patient is with T, the first one, yeah. So Patient. All right. Next one is, listen to this, the reason why something exists or why we do something.
That's purpose.
Purpose, yes. The reason why something exists or why we do something. And would you like to spell it?
Purpose.
Very good. Purpose. Purpose. Okay. How about this? A physical place with walls, rooms, doors, windows.
That's a building.
Yes, it is. A physical place with walls, rooms. What else did we say? Doors, windows, and a roof is a building. And that is spelled
Building.
Very good. Building. Okay. How about this? A person who goes to see another person. A person who goes to see someone else in someplace, somewhere. Who is this?
That's a visitor.
Yes, that's a visitor. And can you spell that?
V-I-S-I-T-O-R.
Yes, very good. V-I-S-I-T-O-R. Very good. That is a person who goes to see a place or another person. How about this? The function someone has in a situation.
That's a role.
Yes. Can you spell that?
R-O-L-E.
Very good. R-O-L-E. Role. Very good. How about this? The place or situation where something happens.
That's setting.
Yes, it is. Can you spell that?
S-E-T-T-I-N-G.
Yes, very good. S-E-T-T-I-N-G. Very good. The place or situation where something happens. And what about an important organization connected to education or health or religion? This would be what?
That's a service.
Well, it's an important organization.
Institution.
Institution, yes. Do you want to spell that?
I-N-S-T-I-T-U-T-I-O-N.
Very good. Institution. And we're missing one, aren't we? Yes. A formal religious ceremony or even a helpful activity offered to people. This would be?
A service.
Yes. Service. And that is spelled?
S-E-R-V-I-C-E.
Very good. And remember to say V and not B. Okay. All right. Next exercise, next challenge, we are going to choose the very best word to complete each sentence. We're going to move from definitions now to putting these words in context. So I will say, as always, 3 options, which are easy to guess what the word is. It's going to be very simple. So listen to this. The, and there's a blank space there, the of the sign is to tell people where to go. The something, something there of the sign is to tell people where to go. So am I talking about weather, pocket, or purpose?
That's purpose.
Very good. Yes. The purpose of the sign is to tell people where to go. Very good. Next one. The new something has 3 floors and a glass entrance. The new has 3 floors and a glass entrance. And options: purpose, building, suitcase. What would you use?
That's building.
Yes. Do you remember the sentence? The new what?
The new... I was on something. No, I can't.
All right. The new building has 3 floors and a glass entrance. Building is the correct word. Very good. So next one. In today's conversation, your something is to practice and repeat out loud. So I'll say that again. In today's conversation, your is to practice and repeat out loud. So what is it? Your receipt, your role, or your habit?
Your role.
Yes. And do you remember this sentence?
In
today's conversation,
your role is to repeat what has been said.
Almost. Your role is to practice and repeat out loud. But Almost there. All right. And one more. Something. Asked where the information desk was. Let me say that again. Asked where the information desk was. And you've got patient, visitor, or delay. So what would you use?
I would say visitor.
Yes, we could say patient as well, right? But yes, a visitor asked where the information desk was. And are we close to... Yes, we are. So let's take a break here. And when we come back, we are going to work with that article, the, or the, the. Very small word, but it brings a lot of meaning when you use it properly with certain nouns. So we'll be back in just 4 minutes.
Esto, lo que oyes.
You're listening to the right radio. You're listening to Vaughan Radio. You're listening to Vaughan Radio.
Este verano, ¿quieres que tus hijos se diviertan, vivan 1000 aventuras y además ganen fluidez en inglés, rodeados de naturaleza y con los mejores monitores angloparlantes Vaughan? Tráelos a nuestro Vaughan Summer Camps, con cabañas, actividades acuáticas, multiaventura, nuevos amigos y entornos increíbles donde aprenderán a resolver situaciones cotidianas en inglés sin darse cuenta. Más de 3.000 niños viven nuestras inversiones cada año. Encuentra tu mejor Summer Camp sin salir de España. Contrata tu mejor camp.
Come to learn with us at Vaughan.
¿Te apuntas?
Mommy, Daddy, these summer English books are so much fun.
¿Quieres que este verano tus hijos repasen inglés de forma divertida? Tenemos justo lo que necesitas. Llega Summer English. Listen, practice, learn. La nueva colección de cuadernos de Vaughan para niños de primero a sexto de primaria. Con juegos, gramática, vocabulario, audios y actividades online. Todo al más puro estilo Vaughan. Ya disponibles en vaughantienda.com y librerías seleccionadas. Este verano, aprender inglés será su plan favorito.
¿Quieres mejorar tu inglés sin complicaciones? Vaughan Inglés 4.0 es el curso de inglés más completo en formato audio, con casi 600 clases desde cero hasta nivel avanzado. Paso a paso, donde y cuando quieras. Claro, práctico y eficaz. Gramática, vocabulario, pronunciación y sobre todo, resultados. Busca nuestro podcast Vaughan Inglés 4.0 en iVoox.
Estas vacaciones, haz un viaje para tu inglés. Con los cursos intensivos semanales de Vaughan, mejora tu inglés durante cualquier periodo vacacional. Navidad, Semana Santa, verano, tú decides cuándo. Una semana para mejorar tu fluidez. Gana confianza al hablar. Aprovecha tu tiempo libre al máximo. Y lo mejor es que puedes reservar tu curso desde ya para asegurarte tu plaza en el momento que prefieras. No dejes pasar la oportunidad de avanzar en tu inglés estas vacaciones. Entra en grupovaughan.com/intensivos y contrata tu semana intensiva hoy mismo, porque tu inglés también merece unas vacaciones.
En Vaughan Town hay un antes y un después. El antes es inseguridad, titubeo, fastidio. El después es confianza, convicción y arrojo. Y esto en solo 6 días.
El mayor ambiente lingüístico jamás creado, con la mayor variedad de acentos nativos nunca antes reunidos. Vaughan Town, el pueblo anglo de Vaughan. Vaughan Town. Rechaza imitaciones. Infórmate en el 911-335833.
Vaughan Town. Cambia tu inglés ya.
Encuentra todos los libros de nuestros presentadores de radio en las tiendas Vaughan. Nosotros te ayudamos a encontrar el libro perfecto para ti, para todos los niveles y edades. También encontrarás libros de alemán, francés y mucho más. Estamos en calle Orense 75, en Madrid, o en nuestras 6 delegaciones por España. Ven a vernos o visita vaughantienda.com. Vaughan, Learn English.
Escúchanos en cualquier momento y en cualquier lugar. Descarga la app de Vaughan Radio.
You are listening to
Everyday.
Listen to Vaughan Radio. You're listening to Vaughan Radio.
Tune in every day.
Vaughan Radio.
Speaking with Confidence with Ale.
Welcome back to Speaking with Confidence. I'm Ale, and you're listening to Vaughan Radio. Before the break, we practiced some very useful words connected to places. Purpose, building, role. What else there?
Visitor, patient, service, institution, and setting.
Yes. And now we're going to connect that vocabulary with today's grammar point, and that is the difference between saying school and the school, or church and the church. So, but before that, here's something interesting. Our brain doesn't experience a place only as a physical space. As we were saying earlier at the beginning of the show, it connects the place with our role inside it. So the building can feel completely different depending on why we were there or why we're there, right? But also the role that place in particular played in our life. And if you think about it, as we were saying before, a school, for example, can mean what we said, classes, homework, and all that, but it can also mean something more, relationships, breakups, experiences, experimenting in that moment, at that time of life, right? Same building, but different perception of roles, right? You go there as a student, but then you also go there as whoever you are in a moment, a friend, someone's boyfriend, someone's girlfriend, and same thing for a home and a house. A house is just a place, right? It's a place where you have a roof on your head, you have windows and doors and rooms and all that. But then it's not just any place. It's a place that you can call home, and home is where you also build your first relationships. It's a place where you can feel support, love, and you make memories and so on. So in English, the difference becomes grammar with this. And I will explain now. So let's move into our grammar that works. So, as I said, the word the, which is an article, the, it's a very small word, but it changes the meaning of the sentence. But this is the idea. Pay attention. Let's see if we get this right. Let's see if we get it right then. I hope that I do. So, cuando no utilizamos el artículo the, all right, then we are referring to the purpose or the role or the activity or the function. Sin el artículo nos estamos hablando sobre la función normal de ese lugar, la función, el rol que cumple, el propósito. O sea, el concepto es más abstracto. But when we use the, cuando sí utilizamos the, we are referring to the object, the building itself, a specific place. Okay, muchas veces estamos hablando del edificio en sí, del objeto físico, o del lugar específico. All right? In Spanish, it could be confusing because we always use an article, do we not, Dan?
Yes.
Right? We always say la universidad, el colegio, la casa, el hogar incluso, ¿no? Aunque casa y hogar puedan tener sentidos distintos. El hospital, la iglesia, siempre utilizamos el artículo. But in English, we sometimes remove the when we are not thinking about the building itself, but about the purpose. So, this is so important for learners not to translate. Entonces, como estamos nosotros aprendiendo todos inglés, lo importante aquí es no hacer una traducción literal del inglés al español porque no siempre va a significar lo mismo. All right? Don't think el colegio, the school, every time, porque it's not the same every time. No siempre va a tener el mismo sentido si decimos el colegio o más bien si decimos the school. Okay? So what do I mean when I say purpose or place? For example, school. Let's talk about school. School without the usually means the person is there as a student, right? So we're talking about education in general. I'm sorry, without the. We're talking about education because we are referring to the purpose of it. When we're not using the article the with school, we just say school, then we are referring to the purpose of it. All right? So when we use the school, cuando decimos el colegio en inglés, the school, it usually means the institution, the building itself. Dan, did you get that?
I think so.
So when I say school, a solas, sin nada más, sin ningún otro adorno, sin ningún artículo, nada más que school, I'm referring to the purpose of it. So, the student goes to school. Estoy diciendo que el alumno va al colegio, but goes to school, pero haciendo alusión a que va a estudiar, estudia en ese lugar, estudia. Esa es la función que tiene este colegio para ese niño. But if I say the parent goes to the school, estoy diciendo que el padre va al colegio para otra razón. Goes to the school to pick up the kid, for a meeting, to talk to the teacher. Entonces va al edificio, al colegio en sí, al objeto, al espacio físico. All right, so that's the important thing. When without the purpose, function, propósito, with the, we're talking about the building. All right, so let's see. Let's try with a different place. How about church? Church and the church. So, church with the usually means the religious activity, right? Or the service. Sorry, without the. Sin el artículo. Church without the. It's referring to the service, to the activity. En español sería ir a misa o ir al culto o asistir al servicio religioso cuando no utilizamos el artículo antes de church. Pero cuando sí, the church, it usually means the building, right? En español sería la iglesia como edificio. So, for example, if I say they go to church on Sundays, what I'm really saying is they attend a religious service. Asisten a un servicio religioso. All right? They go to church on Sundays. They go to church. I'm not saying they go to the church. I'm saying they go to church on Sundays. The meaning is that they attend a religious service. Asisten a un servicio religioso. All right? And if I say we went to the church to see the architecture, entonces lo que estoy diciendo, the meaning is that I visited the building. Fui a visitar este edificio. I went to the church to see the architecture, para ver la arquitectura, para ver el edificio como tal. All right? So, another example. My grandmother never misses church. What would you say that means?
In Spanish or?
In Spanish, yes. It doesn't have to be the literal translation because it might not be the same, but how would you say it in your words? My grandmother never misses church.
Mi abuela nunca falta a la iglesia.
A la iglesia o a misa, ¿no es cierto? Al servicio que ofrece la misa. O la iglesia, quiero decir. So, my grandmother never misses church porque lo que queremos decir es que siempre está siempre asiste, está presente en el servicio, ¿no? The church, and if I say, Dan, the church has beautiful windows.
La iglesia tiene ventanas hermosas.
Sí. And what am I referring to?
Al lugar, the building.
The building, exactly. So I'm referring to the physical building, which has beautiful windows, right? Tiene ventanas preciosas. So remember, go to church, ir a misa. Go to the church, ir al edificio de la iglesia, ¿no? Okay, let's try with university. University. So university and the university. So in English, university can also work for school. We can use the same explanation as the one we used for school and the school. So university without, sin el artículo without the, usually means that the person is studying there, the purpose of the university, of the school, right? En español sería, por ejemplo, estar en la universidad como estudiante. So, she goes to university, or Dan went to university 2 years ago. What am I saying?
Ella va a la universidad, o Dan fue a la universidad hace 2 años.
Exactamente, pero no al edificio. En realidad el mensaje que estoy transmitiendo es que
la propia institución de la universidad ha acudido a hacer sus estudios.
Claro, exactamente. Estoy refiriéndome, el mensaje es que en esa época, hace 2 años, Dan era un estudiante allí, estudiaba. So Dan went to university 2 years ago, right? But if I say the university, let's see, the university is an important institution in society, what am I saying?
La universidad es una institución importante en la sociedad.
Right. And if I say, I'm meeting my brother at the university.
He quedado con mi hermano en la universidad.
Exactamente. En ese caso estamos diciendo en el edificio de la universidad. The university. I'm meeting him at this specific place, right? I'm meeting this person at this specific place. I'm not talking about the function or the role or the purpose of the institution, of this institution, but I am referring to the place itself, the physical space. All right? So that's how it is. Let's see another example for this. She went to university in London. What am I saying? What is the message there?
Ella fue a la universidad en Londres.
Yes. And the message is, para que se entienda mejor en castellano,
que
era estudiante allá ¿no es cierto? Que era estudiante, right? And if I say the university has a new library,
la universidad tiene una nueva biblioteca.
Yes. Y el mensaje que transmite es que como campus tiene una biblioteca nueva, ¿no? Que esa institución como campus tiene un espacio nuevo. All right? So, again, remember, go to university significa estudiar en la universidad. Go to university. Y go to the university significa ir al edificio, al campus, a la institución concreta. All right? So, same thing happens with bed and the bed. And this is how it is. This is actually very useful because we use it in English a lot. And also in Spanish, ¿no? También en castellano. Bed without the, sin el artículo the, usually means the activity of sleeping or resting. Bed without the. En español sería irse a dormir o estar descansando o quedarse en cama. Pero if I add the to bed, the bed, it means the physical piece of furniture, ese pedazo de objeto. And in Spanish, this would be la cama como mueble, ¿no es cierto? So if I say to you, Dan, I'm going to bed without the, aquí no lleva artículo, I'm going to bed, what am I saying?
Que vas a dormir.
Exactamente, que me estoy yendo a dormir, right? And if I say, she stayed in bed all morning, what am I saying as well?
Que se ha quedado en la cama toda la mañana.
Yes, meaning what?
Que no se ha levantado.
Que no se ha levantado, que está descansando, etcétera, ¿no? And what about if I say to you, the keys are on the bed?
Las llaves están en la cama.
Exactamente. Y lo que te digo ahí, que están sobre el objeto que es la cama, ¿no? El objeto físico, la cama física. And how about if I say this? I bought the bed last year.
Compré la cama el año pasado.
Exactamente. Este objeto lo compré el año pasado, ¿no? Y este objeto es la cama. So remember, again, go to bed means irse a dormir, right? And go to the bed means...
es al propio lugar, la cama.
Exactamente, hacia la cama, ¿no? Como objeto físico. All right. And let's see, one more, I think. Work and the office. So for work... This is interesting because this sometimes causes confusion of as on how to use it. So work is a little different because we don't normally say the work to mean a place, to talk about it as a place. We don't say the work, como diríamos en español, el trabajo. Y a veces nos confundimos y decimos, I'm going to the work, and that's not the right way to describe the place where you work. So we usually say, I'm at work, meaning that I am what? The purpose, the reason, right? That you are, you're working. That's what it means. I'm at work. It means that I'm working. Estoy trabajando, estoy en el trabajo, but estoy cumpliendo alguna actividad allí. And if I say to you, Dan, she goes to work without the. She goes to work at 8.
Ella va al trabajo a las 8.
Va al trabajo a las 8. Va al trabajo, exactamente. Pero sabemos que estamos hablando no al lugar en sí, no al espacio físico, sino a esa actividad que desempeña. This is a lot of Spanish for today, no?
Maybe a bit.
Yeah, it's because I think it's difficult to understand and how to use the sometimes. All right, and how would we say, ¿cómo diríamos trabajo si no decimos work?
Job?
Yes, but no, that's the same thing. Job is also la actividad, el desempeño en sí es job. My job is tu rol. My job is to, what it is that you do. But no, the office or the workplace, the office is what you would say. I'm at the office or I'm at the office. That's what you would say. And when you say the office, then you're referring to the physical space of where you fulfill your job your job, right? So if I say to you, how would you say, salió del trabajo temprano?
She got off work early.
Yeah, she left work early. Yes. She left work early. Pero y si te digo, salió de la oficina temprano, how would you say that?
She left the office early.
Yes. So with work, para referirnos al espacio, y vamos a utilizar el artículo, tenemos que decir the office. And work is the job, the role. Okay? And, all right. So, I think we've done a lot of explanation. So, let's see if we can put these in practice. So, remember, just one final detail, just to remember. When there is no the without the, estamos refiriéndonos al propósito, al rol. Okay? No the, role, purpose, or activity. And with the, then we're referring to the object, the building, the specific place. All right? All right, so let's see. Let's practice a little bit. Mi hijo está en el colegio porque es alumno allí. So how would you say that?
My son is at school.
Yes, my son is at school. How about if I say, voy al colegio para hablar con la profesora?
I go to the school to talk with the teacher.
Yes, to speak to the teacher. How about, ellos van a misa los domingos?
They go to the church on Sundays.
Misa.
They go to church on Sundays.
Exactamente. Without. They go to church on Sundays. Y si digo más bien, visitamos la iglesia porque el edificio era muy antiguo.
We visited the church because the building was too old.
Very old.
Very old.
Yes. Mi hermana está en la universidad porque es estudiante.
My sister is in university.
Yes, exactamente, right. Y si te digo, la charla es en la universidad.
The conference,
or the talk también.
The talk is at university. At the university.
Yes, at the university. Con el artículo with. All right. And let's see. Now you're going to choose. The children are in because they are 7 and 8 years old. So is it school or the school? The children are in with or without?
I will say without.
Without. Very good. The children are in school because they are 7 and 8. And if I say, the guide explained that something was built in the 18th century. So is it church or the church? The guide explained that church or the church was built in the 18th century.
I will say the church.
The church, right? Because we're referring to the place itself. Her job at is to help first-year students. So her job at university or the university is to help first-year students.
I will say university.
Her job at
the university.
At the university is to help first-year students. Yes. En ese lugar. How about, I'm exhausted. I'm going to bed or the bed early tonight.
Bed. Without the.
Without. I'm exhausted. I'm going to bed early tonight. How about if I say, please put the clean clothes on bed or the bed?
The bed.
Why?
Because it's a place and not an action. I mean.
Yes, because you have to put the clothes on top of the physical space, right? All right. And let's see. We went to, this one we didn't go through, but we went to town or the town to buy notebooks and a coffee.
I will say the town.
We went to the town. But you know what? This one is town. But this has a whole other explanation because we went to town. We went to town. To town es como para decir el centro, a la ciudad. Fuimos al centro. Fuimos into the city, algo así. So we went to town to buy notebooks. All right. And so choose a sentence that matches this meaning. We're going to do that one last piece. The meaning is, she is there as a student. So again, is this, she is at school or she's at the school?
She is at school.
Yes. How about the meaning is, he is visiting the school building. He is at the school or he is at school?
He's at the school.
Yes. How about this? We are talking about the church as a building. Is this, they are at church or they are at the church? They are at the church.
They are at the church.
Yes. Yes. And let's see this one. She is studying in university. Is it she is in university or she is at the university?
She is in university.
She is in university. Yes. And what about I want to sleep. I'm going to bed or I'm going to the bed?
I'm going to bed.
I'm going to bed. What about that's it, I think. How about this one? To finish it off. If I asked you, she goes to work or she goes to the office, which one would you use to describe the workplace, the building itself?
The office.
The office, yes. What about I'm going to bed or I'm going to the bed to describe that you want to sleep?
I'm going to bed.
I'm going to bed. With or without the?
Without.
Right, yes. And how about if I say, we went to town or the town was busy, to explain that we went to do things to the center of the place, to the city center to do things. We went to town or the town was busy?
We went to town.
We went to town, yes. We went to town. All right, so that's it. We don't have any more time to practice, but we should review this another day. All right, and that is it for today. We practiced a little bit with the and without the for specific places. Stick for what's next. Stick around for what's next, the Lunchtime Show, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Estás escuchando Vaughan Radio.
Este verano, ¿quieres que tus hijos se diviertan, vivan 1000 aventuras y además ganen fluidez en inglés, rodeados de naturaleza y con los mejores monitores angloparlantes Vaughan? Tráelos a nuestro Vaughan Summer Camps. Hay 4 ubicaciones diferentes para que elijas tu mejor opción. Con cabañas, actividades acuáticas, multiaventura, nuevos amigos y entornos increíbles donde aprenderán a resolver situaciones cotidianas en inglés sin darse cuenta. Más de 3000 niños viven nuestras inversiones cada año. Encuentra tu mejor Summer Camp sin salir de España. Ahora también en la playa. Llámanos al 917001199 y contrata tu mejor camp.
Come to learn with us at Vaughan. ¿Te apuntas?
Si tu hijo tiene entre 6 y 12 años y termina el curso con dudas en matemáticas, Genius Math puede ayudarle a reforzar la base antes de septiembre. Clases online de matemáticas en inglés, método Singapur y 60% de descuento solo hasta el 30 de junio. Más información en grupovaughan.com/matemáticas.
¿Quieres aprender inglés de verdad? Únete a Vaughan Groups. Clases en grupo divertidas y eficaces. Más de 4000 alumnos nos eligen cada año. Entra en grupovaughan.com.
Mommy, Daddy, these summer English books are so much fun.
¿Quieres que este verano tus hijos repasen inglés de forma divertida? Tenemos justo lo que necesitas. Llega Summer English. Listen, practice, learn. La nueva colección de cuadernos de Vaughan para niños de primero a sexto de primaria, con juegos, gramática, vocabulario, audios y actividades online. Todo al más puro estilo Vaughan. Ya disponibles en vaughantienda.com y librerías seleccionadas. Este verano, aprender inglés será su plan favorito.
Mejora tu inglés con los cursos intensivos de Vaughan. Nuestras clases son 100% orales, diseñadas para mejorar tu listening y speaking. Visítanos en grupovaughan.com/intensivo.
¿Quieres aprender inglés a tu propio ritmo y según tu horario? En Vaughan tenemos la solución perfecta para ti. Con las clases particulares online de Vaughan, disfrutarás de la máxima flexibilidad en tu aprendizaje del inglés. Tú eliges. ¿Prefieres centrarte en la conversación o en la gramática? No hay ningún problema. Con Vaughan puedes seleccionar la modalidad que más te convenga. Y no solo eso, sino que también tienes completa libertad para elegir el día, la hora y la duración de tus clases. ¿Solo tienes 25 minutos? Perfecto. En Vaughan nos adaptamos a ti.